The soft glow of a paper lantern, casting long, wavering shadows, begins our journey into the quiet contemplation of the monk's unchanging garden, a place whispered about in the gentle rustle of bamboo leaves and the distant murmur of a hidden waterfall. Imagine, if you will, the subtle scent of aged cedar and damp earth, a fragrance that speaks of timelessness and deep, abiding peace. This garden, an oasis etched into the very fabric of the dreamscape, exists not merely as a physical space, but as a state of being, a reflection of the monk's inner world, a canvas where silence itself paints the most profound of stories. Our tale unfolds with the monk, known only as Kaido, his form a silhouette against the moon-drenched shoji screens of his humble dwelling. He is a figure of quiet strength, his movements deliberate, imbued with a grace that comes from years of dedicated practice and an unwavering focus on the present moment. His robes, woven from natural fibers, fall in soft folds, a testament to simplicity, a refusal of the ephemeral. Each morning, before the first blush of dawn streaks across the eastern sky, Kaido begins his ritual, a dance with nature that has become as much a part of him as his own heartbeat. He steps onto the veranda, the cool wood a familiar embrace beneath his bare feet, and surveys his garden. This isn't a garden of riotous color or ostentatious blooms. No, this is a Zen garden, a kairos-sui, where the essence of nature is captured in stone, sand, and meticulously raked gravel. It's a landscape of metaphor, each element a symbol, each ripple in the sand a wave in an unseen ocean. The profound beauty here lies in its stark simplicity, in the deliberate absence of what one might typically expect. The sand, a pristine expanse of fine, white granules, stretches out like a tranquil sea. Kaido approaches it with his wooden rake, a tool that is both an extension of his arm and a conduit for his meditative intent. The process of raking the sand is not a chore but a sacred act, a moving meditation. With slow, even strokes, he begins to draw the patterns, each line a deliberate breath, each curve a whisper of the universe's infinite flow. These patterns, often concentric circles around a strategically placed rock or long, parallel lines reminiscent of water currents, are never truly permanent. They are created, appreciated for their transient beauty, and then with the passage of time or the next morning's ritual, reshaped, erased, renewed. This cycle of creation and dissolution is the garden's gentle lesson. Nothing truly lasts, yet everything is reborn. Within this sea of sand are scattered stones, carefully chosen and placed. These are not just any stones. They are ancient, worn smooth by eons of wind and water, each bearing the wisdom of countless sunrises and sunsets. Some stand tall and proud, representing distant mountains or islands, anchors in the vastness. Others lie low, nestled into the sand, hinting at hidden depths or the tranquil shorelines of a quiet mind. Kaido knows each stone intimately, its weight, its texture, the way it catches the morning light. He has spent years observing them, learning from their silent resilience, their unwavering presence. There is a particular grouping of 3 stones that holds a special significance for Kaido. One, tall and commanding, represents the Buddha. Another, slightly smaller, is the disciple. The third, a flat, unassuming stone, symbolizes the seeker, always yearning for understanding. Their arrangement is not arbitrary, but follows ancient principles of balance and harmony, creating a visual haiku, a silent dialogue between master, student, and the path of enlightenment. As Kaido rakes the sand around them, he often pauses, his gaze lingering on this triad, a quiet reflection on his own journey. Beyond the raked sand, a small grove of perfectly manicured moss thrives, a vibrant emerald carpet that clings to the ancient roots of a solitary pine tree. This pine, gnarled and twisted by centuries of patient growth, is the true elder of the garden. Its branches, trained and pruned with meticulous care, reach out like welcoming arms, offering shade and shelter. Its needles, a deep, resonant green, shimmer with dew in the early morning, each droplet a tiny jewel reflecting the emerging sun. The pine symbolizes longevity, resilience, and the enduring spirit, a constant reminder of nature's unwavering strength. Kaido often sits beneath its boughs, his mind finding stillness in its timeless presence. Moss, soft and verdant, is a microcosm of its own, a miniature forest where tiny ferns unfurl their delicate fronds and microscopic insects busy themselves with their unseen tasks. Maintaining the moss is another of Kaido's daily devotions. He carefully removes any fallen leaves, gently waters it when necessary, ensuring its lush vitality. It speaks of humility and perseverance, thriving in the quiet corners, drawing sustenance from the earth without fanfare or grandiosity. A low, unadorned wall of weathered stone encircles a portion of the garden, marking its boundary not as a barrier, but as a gentle demarcation, a frame for the living artwork within. This wall, built by Kaido's predecessors, is a testament to the continuity of tradition, a silent guardian of the garden's essence. Its stones, each imperfect, each unique, fit together with a natural precision, a puzzle solved by time and patient hands. As the sun begins its slow ascent, painting the sky with hues of rose and gold, the garden awakens. Birds begin their morning chorus, a symphony of chirps and trills that blends harmoniously with the gentle whisper of the wind through the pine needles. Kaido, having completed his raking, his mind clear and serene, retreats to his veranda. He sits on a cushion, a cup of steaming green tea in his hands, and simply observes. He doesn't judge, doesn't analyze. He simply witnesses the garden's quiet unfolding. This act of observation, of simply being present, is as vital to Kaido as the raking itself. It is in these moments that the garden reveals its deeper truths. He sees the way the light shifts throughout the day, transforming the shadows, altering the perception of depth and dimension. He watches a single leaf detach from the pine and drift silently onto the raked sand, a fleeting imperfection that momentarily disrupts the pristine pattern before the wind gently carries it away. These small events, often overlooked by the hurried mind, are profound lessons for Kaido, teaching him about impermanence, about the beauty in cycles, about the ever-present dance of change within an unchanging core. The garden in its outward appearance is indeed unchanging. The stones remain, the pine endures, the moss thrives. Yet within this stillness there is constant movement, constant renewal. Each morning the sand is raked anew. Each season brings subtle shifts in color and light. The monk himself, though seemingly fixed in his routine, undergoes an inner transformation with each passing day, each moment of contemplation deepening his understanding, refining his spirit. One might wonder, what purpose does such a garden serve? It is not for show, not for grand pronouncements. It is a tool for the mind, a physical representation of the path to enlightenment. It encourages quiet reflection, a turning inward. The act of creating and maintaining it is a discipline, a practice of mindfulness. The absence of vibrant flowers or elaborate water features forces the observer to look deeper, to find beauty in the subtle, to appreciate the profound power of emptiness and space. Imagine the gentle sound of a shishio-doshi, a bamboo water fountain, occasionally tipping and releasing its stored water with a soft, resonant thud. This sound, a deliberate interruption of the silence, serves to mark the passage of time, to draw the observer back to the present moment, much like the ringing of a temple bell. It is a reminder of the continuous flow, the ebb and tide of existence. While Kaido's garden might not have an actual shishio-doshi, the idea of such a sound, the mental echo of it, resonates within its tranquil space, a subtle punctuation mark in the grand narrative of stillness. The garden also serves as a sanctuary for Kaido, a refuge from the clamor of the outside world, a place where the noise of thoughts can subside, where the ego can soften its grip. It is here that he confronts his own impermanence, his own place in the vast tapestry of existence. The rough texture of the stones, the coolness of the sand, the resilient embrace of the moss, these are not just sensory details. They are anchors, grounding him in the here and now, preventing his mind from drifting into the past's regrets or the future's anxieties. Sometimes a single delicate butterfly might flit through the garden, its wings a brief splash of color against the subdued palette. It dances effortlessly, without purpose or destination, embodying a fleeting beauty that mirrors the transient nature of all things. Kaido observes it without attachment, appreciating its momentary presence, understanding that it too is a part of the garden's ever-changing, yet unchanging, narrative. The butterfly leaves no trace, yet its passage is felt, a ripple in the quiet air. The subtle shifts in atmosphere throughout the day are also part of the garden's teaching. The sharp clarity of morning light gives way to the softer, more diffuse light of midday, then to the long, contemplative shadows of late afternoon. Each shift creates a new perspective, revealing different aspects of the stones, highlighting different textures in the sand. Kaido understands that just as light changes, so too does perception. What seems one way in the morning might reveal a deeper truth by evening. This constant play of light and shadow is a dynamic element within the static composition, a silent lesson in the fluidity of reality. The silence of the garden is not an empty silence but a pregnant one, filled with the unspoken wisdom of the ages. It is in this silence that Kaido listens most deeply, not with his ears, but with his entire being. He hears the silent growth of the moss, the imperceptible erosion of the stones, the slow, deliberate turning of the earth. This profound silence is a mirror, reflecting the stillness that he seeks to cultivate within himself. Even the occasional fallen leaf, a single testament to the passage of a season, becomes an object of meditation for Kaido. He might pick it up, examine its delicate veins, appreciate its journey from vibrant life to gentle decay. He sees in it the cycle of birth, growth, and release, a cycle that encompasses all living things, including himself. The leaf is returned to the earth, enriching the soil, becoming part of the ongoing flow, a quiet reminder that nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed.